This is Cielo, and he is my laminitis survivor. He had laminitis last year and again this year. Common name is Founder because he rotated in both front feet. Didn't think he was going to be sound enough to ride again, but sure enough, he's not only sound enough to ride, he's actually in light work now. He's been back under, well, sort of saddle. I've been riding him bareback since he came back into riding in October, so we're almost 2 months in now, and this is him just doing some trot work, trying to keep him actually on the connection, because that way he keeps his back up. Otherwise he hollows, and it's kind of a choppy ride when he hollows. So I'm just trying to make sure that he's keeping correct form, and we're just doing walk trot. That was all we were doing the other day. So this is some lunging work that I do with Jalaal. I still lunge him a couple of times a week in side reins, just working on his fitness. This was yesterday. He's been back under saddle since since October, and I've been doing about twice a week riding with him. He lunges in between and he gets turnout, mainly just trying to get some fitness built up. He's still not fit enough to do the work that we were doing last year when he was doing second level. So here we're just doing some trot canter transitions, mainly to try to keep him light in my hands, because he still tends to be fairly heavy because he's built downhill. And mainly just to get him coming into the transition and out of the transition using my seat. So I'm trying to use a lot of seat, less hand, and trying to use a little less leg. He's still very behind my leg at this point, but he's not fit. That's why he's still quite behind my leg. And he can be a little bit that way anyway. So this is just some of the riding we did yesterday before it started to rain. So this is some additional work that we do. This was last week. We're doing walk forward and then halt and rein back. So we did about 4 or 5 of these prior to this clip, and this is the best of what we did in that session. And I'm trying to get him to move backwards with diagonal pairs. Then we switch over to Regalo. This is a couple of clips from a couple of different lessons over the last month. This one, we are really starting to get his connection is much better. We're really starting to dial that in now. He's much calmer in the collection, and he's much more stable in the collection now that he's starting to understand it. And you can see the nice square halt. And then the next clip is the first time we cantered. So this was about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, during one of my lessons, just to see how he would go forward. Doing great. Keep it straight down, huh? apple, huh? Oh, I know, that's not food, honey. That's not food. No, it's not. Now we switch gears to Valiente doing side reins and moving ahead with his training, and then you'll see some fun stuff next. Alright, I'm holding on to the surcingle. I'm going to hold the surcingle, huh?
Steps at a time, then we'll get to walking. He's looking at you.
Hi. I'm rubbing his neck.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I'm going to sniff his butt. I'm going to sniff Tucker's butt.
Go.
See, we do this on the trail, so you might as well learn now.
Right?
Take
pictures. I've already been on the trail.
Pictures and video.
Back. Oh, right. Yeah, just get used to it. Yeah,
get used to it.
Well, I mean, look at all the people that video and photograph us. You can go ahead and just shift around.
Just shift around?
Wiggle around, like be off balance.
That's right. You don't want me to be told.
I don't want you to be quiet.
Quiet, okay. I was trying to be quiet.
Yeah, because then you make them think that you should always be quiet, which you won't be.
No, I'll be moving around. I'll be videoing just like this.
He's getting a good look at you.
Hi.
Good boy. You seem like you're sleepy today.
He's rubbing his bum. Rubbing his bum. Oh, here we go.
Hi, baby girl. Good boy, Tucker.
Ooh, he stepped under himself. Oh, very good. My little tank. Oh, he was. I think he was nibbling his bum. Yes.
Sorry, Tucker.
Yes, he's trying to nibble his bum.
Tucker won't tolerate that. Look how quiet Tucker's being.
Okay, come on, baby. Come on.
You can wiggle your feet. Wiggle your feet like you'd be asking me to go. There you go.
Good
there
boy.
Go.
I was trying to do the clicking
there you
thing.
Go. That's all right. That both of them are okay.
All
Because he
right.
has to get used to, your legs moving too when you really. when you want him to go, he has to get used to that too. There
Good
you go.
boy. Good boy.
He's feeling kind of sassy.
Oh,
so.
you are. Look at
Yeah.
you. I'm going to bite somebody. I'm going to bite somebody. This is fun.
I know. Not like who you are, but it's like, run around bucking, which,
Oh, he's trying to nip him. Oh, he's trying to nip him. Oh, he's biting him. Don't do that.
you're feeling pretty good about my
Little turd.
You're acting like you're up to your brothers. What are you doing?
Don't act like Jalaal. Why not do this? Good boy.
Good boy. That's really good.
I squeezed a little bit. I
That's
didn't
fine.
bump.
Any of them is fine. And movement
Okay.
is the
Movement
whole
is
thing.
what we want.
They'll get used to any sort of movement of your leg.
All right, so now I'm going to free up my hips and actually move with him rather than sit quiet. Come on.
So yeah, Tucker, in order to buck, has to be on his front end. He hasn't run around bucking for
Good boy. Oh, you doing a little shit.
Hey,
no biting.
Hey, I know.
Oh, sure. You're a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's actually relaxing now. I think part
don't bite.
Part of the reason he's feeling sassy is because you're on his back and he's just like, what can I do about this?
No. You're terrible.
Good thing Tucker won't do anything.
Oh, all right,
Tucker will just
so
switch his
I'm
tail.
wiggling around a little bit more. No, he doesn't care. He's still trying to bite his ass.
Hey, you little bird.
Come on. There you go. Good boy.
You have a problem today? You having a problem today? You with the bit in your mouth. You have a nibble.
He's so funny.
Yeah, and it's funny to see him doing that because he's such a quiet little dude.
Well, he's been so stoic and so quiet, and now he's just being silly.
Yesterday your appy friend was lame in his left hind again.
Oh,
Do you know anything about that?
Uh-oh.
He's fine today. He's just limping along. I go, you don't have a mark on you, you'll live.
Oh no, somebody must have kicked somebody.
There. Good baby.
All right. Oh, there it goes again. You're so naughty. You are so naughty, you little turd. Come on, bud. There you go. Good boy. Look at you.
It's interesting he's instead of listening to the rope like a normal horse, because he's on the lead,
Yeah.
he's actually listening to you instead.
Which is pretty cool.
That's pretty interesting.
As
That's
he's
different.
biting his ass.
I know. That's really different, you know?
You're so
Because they
cool.
normally depend on that lead rope. He's actually going, what do you want me to do, human?
Yeah, he's like halting.